What's going on, everybody? Sunny here, back again with another MyNBA2k18 video. Today's video is just going to be a little bit different. I know typically I do results videos, but somebody asked me if I could do, I guess, my strategy or tips on how I actually do Rivals Clash, how I play it, the deck that I use, you know, how I stack my deck and how I play my cards, etc. So I'm going to do I guess, tips and strategies for Rivals Clash. Also, next week I am going to do King of the Court. I did one of these way back when the app first came out this year, and a lot has changed since then, so I figured it's time for a new one. If you do enjoy the video though, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate that. I'm gonna try to make this as clear as I possibly can, so hopefully you understand what's going on and I guess my strategy in doing it. I know there are different strategies and people might use different things, but this typically works for me about 95% of the time on the 5-pointers. So I'm happy with that. I'm satisfied with that. So hopefully it will help you. But let's get into checking out my deck tier first. Right now I'm sitting at Superstar Plus. If you are one of those people who can do Superstar Plus, I would not, I guess, recommend it, just because since that is the highest tier, unless you have event cards pro'd, it's pretty hard to compete at the 5-pointers with the Superstar Plus. So I had to drop down a level just so I can compete. And you want to get your deck in the bottom half of whatever deck tier that you are at. So I am Superstar Plus. You see that I'm a little bit below half. And the reason for that is if you get your deck tier below the halfway line, you can play 5-point games at your same deck tier. So if you look at right now, the 5-point game right now is Superstar Plus. But all you need to do is just hit the little back out button and then go back to play, and it resets the people that you play against, and now you see the 5-point games at Superstar Plus. So you always want to do the 5-point games that are your same deck tier. Okay? Now let's get into the actual deck. First thing, you need your absolute best card pro'd. Whatever your best card is, I recommend obviously a foil if you have it at 100% activation, but put in your best card at your highest tier that you have. For me right now, it is the LeBron James. He is a generational talent. It is 100% activation, which means I get plus, I think it's plus 50, right? Plus 55 to every stat all the way across the board. So offense, defense, rebounding, playmaking. You really can't get a better regular foil, I don't think, than this LeBron James. At least I haven't seen one. Obviously, the event cards are better, but I do not have any of those pro'd. So this is the best Superstar Pro I have at the moment. Then you drop one deck down or one tier down and get your 2 best pros that you have at that tier. I don't have any Star Pro foils, so I can't use those. And even if I did, it would probably break the halfway barrier in this deck tier right now. So even if I had them, if I switched out my 2 regular Star Pros for foil pros, it would probably break that halfway threshold, and I wouldn't be able to get the 5-pointer games at my current deck tier. So I have Mike Conley and I have Pau Gasol. So these are like my... You need 3 really good cards. I mean, 3 cards that you can win with, obviously, because you want the 2-pointers, the ones where you have the 2 players for the quarter, and then one that you can win a single game, either the very last quarter or when they play 3 single cards in a row. So, and then the other 2 cards, they're just waste cards. It really doesn't matter what they are as long as they are low. They can be the same level, but even if you drop them down to elite or you know, even below that at what is it, Epic Prime, it makes no difference because your deck tier really isn't going to change much, and they're just throwaway cards anyway. So that's what my lineup looks like right now. As soon as we play some games and show you how I play the games, then I will change my deck in case you don't have Superstar, I will change it my deck to only use Star and Elite to kind of let you see what that is like. So like I said, before you start, make sure that the 5-point game is the exact same deck tier that you have right now. So you see that we got P-Web. We're going to take him on 5-point game. How you normally do it is if you start off with a single person that they want to pick, then you pick your weakest guys. You know, I'm going to do my throwaway cards. He already did his Superstar Pro, so I know that his Superstar Pro is not going to be played. Now again, just another waste card, trying to get them to use the best cards that they have right off the bat. That way it's the safest for me. Pick 2, I know that I don't have to use my support cards because he already played his Superstar card, so I'm going to pick my best card and my, I guess, third best card at the same time. I know I'm going to win this one. Like I said, he already picked that one, and he has offense for this one. Again, you want your star cards to have 100% activation. That way they'll at least help out when they do that. So Pau Gasol is my last guy, 131.50 for offense, and we're going to get the win for that one. So that's kind of how it's going to go the majority of the time. Obviously, you can't win every single one of them because some of the decks you play are just stacked at that exact moment. And sometimes the very last card that they have is the one that is just going to beat your card. I mean, there's really not much else to say. I mean, you can't win 100% of the time. So let's go again. We're going to do another one. See if they can give us a different way to do it. So we got another one. Choose one. We're going to pick our worst card, see what happens. And now they have, I guess, the pack cards that they have. So they got a winter card, and here's another winter card. These decks are typically the hardest to face because their cards are so much better. Now, choose one. Hopefully, it is not a. Thank goodness it wasn't a winter card. So Tracy McGrady, no big deal. I know I'm going to win this game now. Their other two cards are not going to be anything much against mine. So even though that they are winter cards or autumn cards, they're still not pro'd. So easy win right there. We'll try another one. Hopefully we can get them to maybe throw out 2 players at the very first quarter or something. And you see, again, they have Superstar ++ at the 5-pointer. So I'm just going to back out, go back to play, and you see that it changed again. And now it is at the same deck tier that I am. So I'm going to play this one. Jamar, all right, good. They picked 2 starting off. Now, it's important that you pick, I mean, for me anyway, I do this same thing every single time. I'm going to pick my best player, and then usually when it starts off as pick 2, I pick my best player and then my second best player that fits whatever they're asking for. So that's going to be Pau Gasol, and I'm also going to pick the support card that goes with whatever it is, just because I want to make sure that I win this. Because if you do not win, then there's no chance that you're gonna win the rest of the games. So I gotta make sure that I win this. That's the most important. Even if you have to pick a support card, you just gotta make sure that you win. So you pick your 2 best people and the support card, whatever one fits. And now you use your 2 waste cards. You always want to have that last card to be your best hope for winning, and usually, like I said, 95% of the time, man, it works. There is their Superstar card, and this is another thing. The third quarter, when it's a single, they pick the Superstar card so many times. I mean, never have they used their best card in the last quarter. They have never done that in the history that I've been playing this game. I have never seen them pick the best card in the last quarter. So you usually never have to worry about that. Again, they don't have a card good enough to beat mine, so we are golden. All right, let's try one more. Again, hopefully they can do it something different. Maybe in the second or third quarter, pick the 2 people. So they're going to do it again. first thing, same exact thing, offense and rebounding. I do not have a support card for these, and these are typically the only games I usually ever lose are the ones where I can't use my support card on the things that I want. But I do have 100% activation, and both of these guys are going to affect the rebounding and offense. Pau Gasol has triple threat. LeBron James has generational talent, so it's increases across the board all the way. So we won that one. Now it's again just play your 2 waste cards, get rid of those, save your best card for last. But we now have a support card to be able to use, so it works out nice. Playmaking, I do have a playmaking support card, so I'm going to hit that. And again, Mike Conley, 100% activation, so this is going to be another easy win. Usually when they land on the thing that you have your support card for, it's usually a pretty easy win. Alright, so let's try one more, just so I really want them to pick like a different way that they have them. 2 players again. Okay, quick fast forward after we went through that one again, because they keep picking 2 cards for the very first quarter. I don't know why they've done that so many times in a row. Alright, so now we got 1 card. Again, start off with your throwaway cards or waste cards. Hopefully you can get them to send out their best card. That's the one you want to see. And now this is good. So now we got the second quarter. Now it's up in the air because you don't know if they're going to use that superstar card on in this quarter, or if they're going to use it as a single card in the third quarter. One of them they will definitely do. They will never do the superstar in the very last quarter. So you can take a chance if you want to try it, but I never ever take that chance. I mean, it's possible that they play the superstar by itself. I see them do it all the time when you pick the 2 players for the second quarter. They pick 2 lower cards and then they play the superstar in the third quarter. But me, man, I never take that chance because you always want to win that 2-player quarter. So again, I'm gonna pick the playmaking. And actually, you know what? I'm not going to pick the playmaking. I'm going to go with just the superstar and Pau Gasol, because I think we can take care of it without the support card. And we do, just to be sure that they don't have a decent card for the last one. Third quarter. And here comes the Superstar Pro. So that's what I figured that they might do, is use the Superstar Pro in the third quarter. They do that all of the time. Not all the time, but they do it a lot. And now offense and rebounding. And we do not have an offensive and rebounding one. And again, these are the ones that I lose, if I ever do lose, is when I get to the fourth quarter and I need a support card and I don't have one of the support cards that I need. So offensive and rebound, we're gonna get it anyway because they just have a regular superstar card. Alright, so hopefully that made sense, at least in theory, of what I do. And like I said, I win, 95% of the time, sometimes even more than that. I mean, sometimes I can go 20, 30, 40 games in a row at 5-pointers and never lose. Also, another thing I recommend, don't ever watch the videos when you're playing this, because for as much time as it takes for that video to run, you could have already played another game. I know you want draft board picks and you want to pull good stuff on the draft board, but don't watch the videos, because you could have an extra 5 points by not watching the video and just playing another game, because those things are like 30 seconds. Games only take 30 seconds. And so that's just my recommendation. I mean, you can do it if you want the picks, but I would recommend just don't watch the videos. Just straight finish your game, start another one, finish the game, start another one. I mean, you could get literally hundreds and hundreds of points in 1 hour just by not doing the videos. Alright, so I switched up my deck. As you see, I did the exact same strategy I took. If you have a star as your highest, tier, pick the star pro that you have that's absolutely the best. I have the Pau Gasol, and then the ones below it, you want 2 cards that are pro'd that are the next tier, so elite. I have the Chris Paul right here at foil, which is awesome. 100% activation. Again, level 26, level maxed. Kevin Durant, not a foil, but still 100% activation. And so that's good, just regular. And then you have 2 waste cards. I switched my support card to rebounding just because both Chris Paul and Kevin Durant are heavily offensive oriented. They are posterizers, and their activation is going to be straight for offense, and they can't rebound. Kevin Durant can't rebound, and Chris Paul can't rebound. So I need the rebounding support card. So that's why I added the rebounding support card. Instead, the offense is fine. I don't got to worry about that. So again, same exact deck at Superstar Plus. It's just 1 level down at Star Plus. And so again, you're going to want to look for the people at the 5-point games that you're exact same level that you're at. So Alex, 5-point game, we're going to play him first. We're going to do the exact same strategy that we just did when I was Superstar Plus. So starts off the game, we're going to pick one. This is when we do our waste cards. We're going to get rid of these. Let those go. Pick 2 players, offense and playmaking. So again, I have a good offensive and playmaking person. I'm not going to pick playmaking. I don't have it anymore. So either is offense. So Pau Gasol, my best card, and my second best card, just to make sure that I get it. Both of these are 100% activation. So again, you're going to win that game, and then you save your last card for, I guess, the victory. There goes their star foil, or their star pro'd card. So now the only thing left is rebounding. And again, this is the exact reason why I added the rebounding support, because Kevin Durant cannot rebound. So I'm going to throw on that rebounding support. And it's not going to matter anyway, because their last card is just a regular elite card. So same exact strategy, man. Works exactly the same no matter what deck tier you're at for me. This is just what I've done from the very beginning. Well, maybe not since the very beginning, but I mean for the last few months and stuff. So this is what I do whenever I play Rivals Clash. It's worked really well. I've never had a problem with it. I always do the 5-pointers, like I said. And if it's not if it's not in the person or the deck tier that you're at, you just back out and then go back in, and all of your opponents are going to change, and you're going to want to pick that the opponent that has yours. Again, 2 people, offense and rebounding. So again, I lack rebounding. I need to use the support card. I'm going to pick my 2 best people. I'm going to pick Gasol and then Chris Paul. Chris Paul, both of these 100% activation, so that you ain't got to worry about them whether or not they're going to activate. Chris Paul does the posterizer across the entire team. And then again, the only thing that can kill me now, is if the 4th card or the very last quarter is rebounding for Kevin Durant. And if they have an elite pro, then I'm probably going to be in trouble. But defense, his defense is okay, not the greatest. We'll see how it goes, and he still did all right. So if it would have been rebounding, I would say that would be a game that I would lose. You're going to want to obviously try to balance your deck, but for the sake of what I had in my deck at Elite, I've thrown away a lot of Elites and stuff so far, or since I've been Superstar. But anyway, I hope this video helped. I hope it at least gave you insight on my strategy and how I actually complete them. Like I said, don't watch the videos. If you're going to sit down and grind for an hour or 2 hours at a time, which is plenty to probably make, top 1750. If you just did that, 2 hours, maybe two or three, 4 times a day, two or three times a day maybe, you'll be fine. Don't watch the videos. Just grind those 5-pointers. Do this strategy, man. It works like an absolute charm. Pretty easy to win, but hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up, man. I know it's kind of long. Hopefully it helped. Next week I will do one for King of the Court, and then you really can't do one on the Gauntlet because that's just about having the best deck, and that's pretty much it. I mean, better decks will just get you farther. But that's gonna do it, man. Hope you enjoyed. I will see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.